Canelo is reaching the age at which you wonder, all right, is that chin still going to be impregnable? So it's a good fight.
Canelo's gonna knock him out. Yeah, in brutal fashion. Brutal.
He hoped Alvarez get old that night.
Have you seen Canelo on the decline recently?
We all decline as we get older.
The much-anticipated match between Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia is just around the corner, and many boxing pros are unsure if Jaime will stand a chance against the face of boxing. Super middleweight contender Edgar Berlanga is picking Canelo Alvarez to knock out Jaime Munguia. Berlanga feels that Munguia lacks the defense to defeat Canelo. He sees Munguia's defense being him getting hit in the face by his opposition, and that's not going to work against a puncher like Canelo.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on the Jaime Munguia fight?
That's gonna be a good fight. I feel like, Canelo should knock him out. I feel like Munguia has great conditioning. He throws a lot of punches, good combinations. He has somewhat good feet, but he just has no defense. Like, his defense is taking punches, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if Canelo could sit down and meet him at the middle of the ring and just land good shots, he should be able to take that boy out.
Leonard Alurbe also believes that Canelo will knock out Munguia, as he believes that Munguia's defense is not the best, considering that Canelo is one of the best counterpunchers out there.
And though, how many shots do you think it's going to take to put Munguia down for Canelo?
Well, Canelo, again, he's a great counterpuncher, and it's about placing the shots and the timing of everything. And so when it comes to that, is that, let's be honest, man, is that Munguia hadn't been known for the best defense in the world. Just a couple fights ago, people weren't talking about him in these kind of terms of facing a guy like Canelo. Canelo is licking his chops for this fight. Trust me on that. Everything that look a certain kind of way ain't that way, But you got to give Munguia credit. He's coming off of some good wins. He's led by Freddie Roach, who's obviously a good trainer. But this ain't gonna be pretty. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. It ain't gonna be pretty.
Terrence Crawford's trainer Bomac McIntyre thinks that Canelo will stop Jaime Munguia within 10 rounds. He believes that Munguia isn't ready for this level of competition yet.
Canelo's gonna stop him.
You gonna stop him?
He'll stop him.
Yeah? How quickly?
I say in 10.
In 10 rounds?
Yeah, in 10.
Okay, that's a decent fight.
Yeah, decent fight. It's a decent fight, but Munguia ain't ready for that level yet. He ain't been on that level yet.
Floyd Mayweather's former opponent Marcos Maidana also thinks that Canelo will put Munguia's lights out on the fight night.
What about Canelo Munguia?
La pelea el 5-6 de mayo que Canelo Munguia, ¿cómo la ve?
Y gana Canelo.
¿Canelo decisión o por vía del knockout?
Por vía del knockout.
Says he likes Canelo by...
John Ryder has faced both Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia in the past, and he believes that Jaime will have a better start than Canelo, but it won't last long. Ryder thinks that Canelo will catch up to Munguia in the second half of the fight and win by points. Ryder stated, "I think Canelo wins. I think it'll be close. Munguia will get off to a good start, might even go 3-4 rounds up, but I think Canelo will come on strong in the second half of the fight and make it his own. He's too accurate and he's got the lasting effect in his shots. He'll grind Munguia down, and I don't think he'll stop him, but I think he'll beat him on points." Austin Trout isn't sure if he can go against Canelo on this one. He believes that Munguia is a good boxer, and he can do stuff to hurt Canelo, but eventually thinks that Canelo is superior and will take out Munguia.
Against Canelo, I think Canelo's gonna blast Jaime Munguia. I never thought Munguia was anything special. I thought he was real tough. So I think it's gonna be a great fight until Canelo takes him out. But nonetheless, Munguia, he can take a punch and he can give a punch. That's two things you're gonna need with Canelo. If Munguia can somehow maybe buzz Canelo or hurt Canelo, keep him off him, he has a chance.
Christian Mbili believes that this is an easy fight for Canelo, and he should go for the knockout. Christian stated, "I still think it will be a pretty easy fight for Canelo. He's the better fighter. He should knock him out, but it will be a very easy win for Canelo if he knocks him out." He believes that Munguia doesn't have a good chin, and he's also not a good puncher. But he also mentioned Canelo's recent fight and thinks that he is having problems in knocking fighters out. Jaime doesn't have a very good chin. He doesn't like pressure, and I don't think he can take a punch that well. I think Canelo can knock him out if he wants to, but I think Canelo is having trouble stopping any fighter. I looked at his last 3 fights. He had a lot of problems. Canelo's former opponent Caleb Plant is also on the side of the pros that believe Canelo would knock out Munguia.
One, what do you think about Jaime Munguia and Canelo Alvarez getting together?
I mean, we'll see. I think Canelo probably stops him, knocks him out.
Tim Bradley believes that Canelo has the best chin in the business, and it's almost impossible for Munguia to knock him out. He praises Jaime for being a good boxer, but believes that he does mistakes which Canelo won't forgive on the fight night.
Munguia ain't knocking out no damn Canelo. Triple G ain't never. Triple G couldn't even hurt Canelo. That dude got the best chin in the business, bruh. He ain't knocking out no Canelo, and he ain't gonna have no chin over freaking night. He got a chin, and so I understand that Munguia. He has great volume, you know, decent quickness. He's bigger than Canelo, standing at 6 foot. Got a nice reach on him. However, he makes mistakes. And a great counterpuncher like Canelo, how cerebral he is, and how he's able to set traps for his opponents, I think it favors Canelo. I think he beats him, and I think he beats him handedly. Deverenchenko, think about that. Deverenchenko was able to get, you know, in Munguia's behind, you know, and some people even thought that Deverenchenko beat Munguia. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got a guy as smart as Canelo who can land that boom, who understands.
Canelo Alvarez's stablemate Oscar Valdez believes that Jaime will be a tough fight for Canelo, but he thinks that Canelo will find a way to beat him due to superior skills. He stated, "I'm happy for Jaime Munguia. He's not an easy opponent. People think Jaime Munguia is a walk in the park for Canelo. No, he's tough. He's got the heart. But I still got Canelo winning, because I see him train and the advantages he has mentally and with his talent." He also highlighted that Canelo's age will not be a factor during this fight, as sees him train harder day in and day out. No, I don't think age will be a factor in this fight. Canelo is one of the hardest workers out there. I've seen him fight Saturday, rest Sunday, and be back at the gym by Monday. That shows you the type of fighter he is, especially when he has everything and when he's done it all. He's always training, and that's one thing I admire about him. But many pros do believe that age might catch up to Canelo this time. Bernard Hopkins is one of them, as he believes that Canelo is getting old, and Jaime should hope that he misses a few steps on the fight night.
I just want to get thoughts on Canelo Munguia as well. How does Jaime go about defeating somebody you guys will know well in Saul Canelo Alvarez?
He hoped Alvarez get old that night.
Have you seen Canelo on the decline?
We all decline as we get older. You just gotta either camouflage it well, or you gotta bail out when it's time. We all not the same, and Canelo's not the same as he was last year, just like you can't say he'll be the same next year. But right now, as we speak, he's beatable, and the young lion is looking at the old lion, or the lion that's in the now.
Jim Lampley also wonders if Canelo's strong chin will be able to take Munguia's power, considering that he's in the later stages of his career. Jim states that he's curious about the outcome of this match and wants to see whether Canelo succumbs to Munguia's power or fights a traditional boxing match to get the win.
Canelo is reaching the age at which you wonder, all right, is that chin still going to be impregnable? So it's a good fight. Let's find out whether Munguia has advanced and gained enough that he can use his skill and his power punching to put Canelo in trouble, or is the more conventional likelihood that Canelo once again outclasses a lesser opponent going to take.
Gilberto Ramirez thinks that Munguia will be a tough fight for Canelo because he thinks that Munguia will come prepared to win, as he knows that it's the biggest fight of his career.
Well, I think that Munguia is a hard fight. I think I have a lot of potential to the Munguia he can win, because it's the fight of his life, right? It's one shot and he wants to become undisputed. That's the fight that he wants. That's the fight that many fighters want, and I mean that has to be his best that night.
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. believes Canelo Alvarez is a big-time celebrity now. When asked who he favors in the fight between Canelo and Munguia, Chavez Jr. thinks not only Jaime is younger, but he's also facing some of the best in the business. Chavez Jr. stated, "I think he is like Canelo is a celebrity for his vibe, but I like Munguia because he's younger and he is fighting the best." Chavez Jr. also believes that Jaime is improving after every fight, and a big reason for that is his trainer Freddie Roach. But he also knows that Canelo is the favorite going into this fight. "I see a lot of progress in every fight, so with Freddie Roach, I have confidence in Munguia, but of course Canelo is the favorite." Gabriel Rosado believes that Munguia is going to come in sharp and will do anything to come on top during the fight.
No
look, Canelo's not gonna see nothing he hasn't seen before. It's called every style. It's just a matter of where. I mean, how does he feel physically? Where's he at mentally? Because this is a young lion that he's facing, and Munguia's gonna go in there. He's gonna be high volume, throwing a lot of punches, pressing forward. He got a good chin.
Tony Bellew is also unsure if Canelo could handle the pressure of Munguia due to his age. He highlighted Canelo's last fight against Gennady Golovkin and thinks that Canelo wasn't 100% during that fight. Tony stated, "I just think he's Canelo a special fighter. I do think he's on the downward slope now. I'm not going to lie. He wasn't 100% in his last fight either. 80 maybe. Maybe even 75. I just thought he was so lackluster against Bivol." He also added that no one expected that Bivol would beat Canelo, but that wasn't the case. Tony believes that just like Bivol, Munguia also has a chance against Canelo. You can't go and watch Bivol against Craig Richards and then say, this man's going to beat Canelo Alvarez. So you know, Munguia can be that guy. Anything can happen in boxing. Jaime's coach Freddie Roach is also super confident for the fight. He believes that Jaime's style will be troublesome for Canelo. Freddie stated, "Yes, I do. He's been hurt before, come on. I know his style will give him trouble and we look forward to it. We signed the contract one day out. That's how bad we wanted that fight. No, I'm not expecting a knockout, but I think he could knock him out. I'm back to work with him tomorrow." Munguia's promoter and Canelo's rival Oscar De La Hoya says that he has got some tips and tricks for Munguia to neutralize Canelo. Considering he was also the former promoter of Canelo before things turned sore between the two, Oscar might be able to give some insights about Canelo's game plan.
Tricks in the book that obviously I have and that I'm going to help Munguia with. Munguia's with Golden Boy, and we're going to do everything in our power.
De La Hoya is not planning to hold anything against Canelo because of the heated past they both shared. He stated, "Yeah, I'm just going to speak the truth, right when I'm promoting this and on the podium. Look, I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to go hard. I'm going to talk shit like there's no tomorrow. The shit that he's talked about me. You know, I got all kinds of stuff. Fight week." He also believes that it could be a passing of the torch between two generations of boxing and compared this match to his match with Julius Caesar Chavez. "I think it could be the changing of the guards. He's had operations on his knees, on his shoulders. You can see the decline. Munguia is 27 years old. Canelo is 33. This could be De La Hoya and Chavez all over again. It happens in sports all the time." When asked if he thinks that Canelo has slowed down due to his age, Munguia stated that Canelo has the experience, which is going to make it a great fight.
Some people say Canelo slowed down. Does he see that and does he plan to take advantage of that?
No, la verdad yo pienso que es un peleador bueno, es un peleador que pues viene ahora sí con todo, con toda la experiencia, con todas las ganas de seguir triunfando, de seguir ganando, pero va a ser una buena pelea.
You know, he's a good fighter, he has all the experience, but all I know is going to be a good fight.
With the fight just a week away, both the fighters are busy in training and giving their best, so they can come on top on So who do you think will be victorious on the fight night? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.